Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dutch Diecast Collector. Today we got something that I've been waiting for at least for a long time. I got also its brother, the HA33011 and 12 of course. I also have right after this episode. It's an NF-5 freedom fighter from the Royal Netherlands Air Force in the mid-70s. It has the decals for 5 planes, but oh man, I'm so stoked about this one. We're going to go full detail. I want to show to Dutch collectors that are waiting. They're only limited produced. They're not going for a super steep price, between 70, let's say 65 and 75 euros, depending on the dealer. And the box art is always very simple, but mainly the sticker, that's a unique part. And as you might notice, I'm excited to open it up. So let's dig into it. By the way, the new patch has been finished. Thank you, Ron, for finishing it for me. Ron is a patch creator. If you want, I can drop you the link of his website. And he made those for me. I'm not sure yet if I will sell them. I just made 24 of them. One gave to a friend. But if you are interested, just feel free to send me a message and I'll have a look in how much they would be. I'm not going to ask the wanted price, let's say, too high. I want to keep them fun, collectible. So I had a box, as always, the very simple one, nicely stored in there. There's a new piece of foil there. I think it usually goes over the canopy to protect, but for this one it was not. The stickers are also separately in there, but first let's have a look at the plane, if we can get it out at least. So front of the nose, gently push the fronts, and then watch out for the pitot, of course. Bloop, and it comes out. Oh man, this looks really good. Well, let's have a first glance. So, Ketchuk is on there still. Not sure if ours had those, but it's still fun to see. The details for us look really stunning. Wow. Nicely the guns in the front. Yeah, I think they nailed it. Wow. This is gonna look stunning in my collection. So the other one has a Dutch flag on it, of course, but yeah, this looks really good. The cockpit as a removable unit. Details in there are quite good. Wow. Yeah, I'm stunned, that's for sure. Let's have a quick close-up on the paint. So rescue, everything was in English on our planes. We never had really Dutch signs on them. Ejection seat warning, of course. The fuselage split. Yeah. Now the stickers with the numbers you can put here, I'm not going to stick them on there because I'm not sure which one I would pick. The fuselage space between the intakes, nicely done. The two engines, there is zero detail in the engines by the way, but still really nice looking. Yeah, nice. Let's put her on some wheels for now. She's going to go on stand. Oh yeah, look, there's even the little flaps underneath. I've seen that in the museum also. So there's one hanging in the Dutch National Museum, or the Dutch Military National Museum, I have to say. So that's really cool to see. I believe it was like this, yeah, backwards. Alright, so yeah, that's her a little bit finished. Well, let's take a little bit further. What do we got with it? Of course, a pilot figure, as always. An open canopy, I'll show you also quickly. Then a lot of weapons, if I'm not mistaken. And of course the stickers. And they look quite big. I'm not sure where they are supposed to stick them. But let's have a quick look. So how you get the stickers for 3116, 3003, 3049 and 3041. With the base stickers, that's really cool. So you have the base logos, let's say, extra with it. Let's have a quick peek. It's hard to see, but yeah, the base roundels are there. I don't know which bases, but it looks really cool. Yeah, okay. I'm not a big fan of adding decals to a plane, but yeah, I wish they just would pick one and then make it, but that's my opinion, and that's whatever you guys want to do with that. Let's see how easy a pilot fits in. This is my first NF-5, by the way. I don't own one yet. I purposely kept myself from buying one until these would arrive, the Dutch ones. Yeah, I have to say, it looks really good. Yeah, I'm curious what you guys think of it. And do you collect your country's jets? Yeah, some countries have a lot more jets than we do, but or had a lot more in history. Yeah, I'm curious if you would collect this. No, oh yeah, this is cool. A lot of large bombs, even small ground pounds, and fuel tanks, of course. Okay, let me open this up and show you guys all the parts that can be added. So we got quite some parts with it. So fuel tanks, nicely detailed, I have to say, nicely painted. Of course, closed door hatch, and there should be also a front one that's closed, yeah. Closed canopy, of course, big GBU, and a smaller size GBU. Yeah, let's see how that looks under there. So put you guys back down and go a bit lower. So let's have a look what you can do with the setup. So of course a centerline fuel tank. I never knew that it was that far forward, but that's really cool. And then basic fuel tanks. You can go full fuel tank with it. I'm not going to collect them in all the way, but the fitment feels really solid. So that's already a plus for those who like an easy to put together model. That's for sure. Now you can even, now the big ones, they don't fit on the outer wing, only the small ones. I'm not sure if it's this one. I think it's this one. So there are two different frames. One is a bit shorter and one is a bit bigger. No, so it's this one actually. Okay. So how you can go set up with small ground bombs. This is a bit harder to fit, this one. This also feels like a new part, but yeah. So you can go either the setup. Let me quickly finish the setup for you guys so you can, oh. Yeah, it sounds really nasty, but it's not. It's just a bit hard to push in, but the fitment is really good. So yeah, you can go fuel tanks and landing gear out. Then you can swap your fuel tanks, of course. I really hope that I didn't hit anything, but they're quite close to the fuel tanks, the landing gear, which probably would be also in real life. Let me remove that for now. You can go either big GB or small. Let me show you two setups next to each other. You can pick yours, of course. I always find interesting what people pick. So you can go either with small bombs and one bigger. Now I'm gonna go with large, because I think it's cool that I see something different again on an F5. But you can go your pick with it. That's the fun part about it. You can pick a bit of your setup. What do you want? And they gave you that option, so that's really cool from Hobby Master out. Let me add this fuel tank, I want to say drop bomb. Yeah, they're a bit crooked on the packs, by the way, so you get, let me zoom back on for plane for you guys. So you get this feeling that everything is a bit under angle, a few degrees. These are both sitting a little bit to the left, and these are quite straight. So that's a bit of a downer, but it still doesn't ruin the fun for me, at least. So let's see how it looks with folded in landing gear. Now the details on the landing gear with the roundel, by the way, are really good. And the landing gear feels really sturdy. I'm a big fan of most of you know, for modular. So a unit that clicks in and done. It would be cool to have the flap moving underneath, but it's okay. So these flaps I mean with that, by the way. So yeah, this is closed up. You can close her up even further, of course, so without stand. So there's a stand plug. And you can plug that in here. And you have a fully closed up setup. If you want to remove, of course, easy with a tool. The tool is handy given with it. Let me put this thing down. The pilot is already ejecting, I see. The stand itself, it seems solid as always. It's a plastic Hobby Master stand like we're used to. Forward moved. These usually go in quite tough, which is a good thing. And double check if it's really stuck, because you don't want to have an accident where your plane falls off the stand. So we put Frederick the pilot back in there. We close up our canopy, because details. And let's see how the stand fits. And I think you can leave the gas tank under there, so that's really cool. I removed the fuel tank now because I was afraid that it might not fit, but it seems to be a fit, so that's really cool. So you actually can keep the fuel tank under the body. Did I use the right one? This is the right one, Renee. All right. So you best remove the stand before you do it, but you can actually run it like that. Alrighty. So that's roughly the NF-5 in detail. There's not much you can add more to it, so you can go draw bombs or fuel tanks. These are your parts that are left over. Let me clean up here and then put it on rotisserie for you guys. Hey guys, there you have it, the finished NF-5. I have to say, as much as I was looking forward already to it, I'm also looking forward to the F5, NF-5 of course already, but I was looking also forward to the 100. So the F100 is also coming out from our National Museum, which thanks to people like Bob and so on that have been pushing on getting it from Helping Masters. So this one, I think it's already close to sold out, so be careful if you want to order one. I'm posting this one as soon as possible online. So usually I wait for like Friday till Saturday till Sunday. But these ones, the new ones, the new releases, I don't want to keep people waiting. I really want to post them early so you guys can get a good look and pick, do I want this or not in my collection. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Especially subscribing really helps me a lot. The more engaged people we can find, the better we can make this hobby. So thank you for watching and stay safe. Bye bye.